Hello MotoFam. நம்ம கூட வந்து Mr Vivek Srivatsa sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
டாட்டாவோட Chief Commercial Officer இருக்காரு. அவர் கூட கொஞ்சம் questions கேட்போம். ஏன்னா நம்ம வந்து Harrier.ev கூட இருக்கிறோம். Hi sir. Actually we have been watching the industry for quite some time and after Horizon next strategy Tata Motors, the face of Tata Motors has changed. What the sales numbers you are gaining now is a growth from that part.
Yeah.
So coming from there, now you are with the Active.ev Plus platform. You have a dedicated platform for a bigger size SUV. And I want to know about this Active Plus platform.
Yeah. So yes, Active, like you said, we started with Active, which is a pure EV architecture with punch and then curve. But for a car like Harrier, we wanted to go really all out.
Okay.
Obviously, quad wheel drive.
Okay.
But also all the other features you see, including 540 camera and larger battery pack, the advanced automatic parking functions, the digital key functions, all that needed an even stronger platform, plus also a software-defined vehicle platform, So that's why we said we will have to take Active even more and make it Active Plus, which has tidal layer on that, and quad wheel drive, of course, larger battery. So yes, we had to progress and to deliver this kind of a car.
The fact is that the quad wheel drive is a talking point here because with the indigenous SUV Safari, before we were into the SUV market, Safari had a 4x4 platform, capable chassis, and the Safari had a big fan following for the 4x4. With the ICE coming, the new gen Safari and the ICE Harrier, there was no 4x4 and that was a big gap there.
Negative,
So how do you feel that this particular thing will be a bridge for the Safari fans?
That's the plan, We know that our last four-wheel drive was Hexa, which was discontinued in 2019.
Okay.
And we knew that, we were the people who bought in 4x4 SUVs first in India. And we had to go back to that.
Okay.
So, but we had to go back in a modern way.
Okay.
So this is the modern approach to, all-wheel drive, which is the quad wheel drive, driven by electric motors.
Okay. Yeah. The fact we got a reel driven by Mr. Dr. Fagad, climbing the trail. So that has given
the capability.
Capability.
But the big difference is, while normal four-wheel drive still has power to all four wheels, what EVs give is the torque to climb. That power and torque to be able to climb that incline. Probably normal petrol engines will not be able to do that. Petrol or diesel doesn't have that level of torque.
You have to rev it up hard to take that.
But even if you rev, might not have. But this kind of power and 500 Newton meter torque. I mean, which ICE engine has that. So that is the difference.
So we can expect a Safari with same set of things.
Let's see how it's possible, because we can always extend the platform to the Safari body style. But we'll have to see how the response is, and at the right time also see how the product development portfolio looks like, because we have a lot of products coming in the future. So if we find space and money and demand, we can probably do it.
Previously with an interview, Mr. Chandrasekhar was saying that you were working on a new set of software platform. So might be this one?
Yes. This is part of that. This is the beginning of a new software defined vehicle platform.
Okay. So every time you are, in terms of sales, and you are bringing in new tech and all, our audience like our MotoFam, every time they will ask about the growth in the service department. So may I ask you about the
definitely next, between 2020 and 2024, Tata Motors has been one of the fastest growing companies in the world in terms of sale. Auto company. We grow very fast. Yes, our service growth in terms of capability was not at the same speed. But in the last 1.5 years, we have really recognized this need, and we are working on certain key aspects. I will tell you what are the key. First is increasing service base. Our biggest problem is there are too many vehicles and we don't have enough service base.
Exactly.
So in existing, service centers, we are increasing service base. We are also increasing service centers across the country. Sometimes in the city, sometimes in new places where we don't have service center. Third is we are enrolling a lot of manpower to manage the service base. Fourth is we are focusing a lot on continuous training of the manpower. you know,
Okay.
so that they are able to diagnose the problems right, are able to rectify the problem in the first time,
Okay.
so that repeat complaints are not happening.
Okay.
The faster you diagnose, the faster you fix, the better the service, right?
Okay.
So increase in base, increase in service centers, increase in manpower, and better training being given to them.
Okay.
Lastly, focus on better spare part availability. So we are working on supply chain of spare parts, creating local, I would say, warehouses for spare parts, so that very quickly it reaches the service centers.
You can close the RO very well and fast.
Exactly.
Okay.
So some consumers are already seeing the difference. They are saying that actually I'm having the best experience in Tata Service centers. I'm absolutely sure in the next 6 months to 1 year, consumers will say that actually Tata Service is among the best in the industry. That's the ambition.
So that's the ambition, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with this particular product, no, in the press, Mr. Anand was speaking about the battery pack being completely manufactured in India.
Correct.
So it's actually completely manufactured Tata
Taco.
Taco.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So thank you for your time, sir.
Yes.
Extremely happy to share your
Thank you.
interview with you. Thank you.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Yeah.
Thank you.